Hello and welcome to my ePortfolio. My name is Faryal Akbar and I'm finishing my graduate studies in educational technology at the University of British Columbia. In this guided tour, I will give you an overview of my ePortfolio and show you how to use the various navigation options. My ePortfolio is entitled Storytelling as a Metaphor, Metacognitive Reflections of Transformative Learning in the University of British Columbia Masters in Educational Technology graduate community. I am using the metaphor of a story plotline to frame my experiences and reflections in the program. To navigate this website, you can scroll down and use the navigation buttons to go to the previous or next pages. Alternatively, you can use the menu at the top to navigate the ePortfolio. Next, I have explained the purpose, audience, and assessment goals in the overview section. My reflections will focus on answering these questions. How did the learning experience in the MET program transform my teaching philosophy and practice? And how did this experience promote my understanding and usage of educational technology in the classroom? Now we can use the storytelling button at the top or at the bottom of the page to go to the next page and learn about implementing storytelling in education. I have included some quotations, videos, and research excerpts related to storytelling in education here to ground our thinking about the importance of storytelling as a strategy in education. Now, with some basic understanding of the power of storytelling in education, we can move on to my storytelling metaphor, which is the next page. Here, I've given a brief description of using the story plot metaphor and presented you with Freytag's pyramid, which outlines the basic story plot line. You can click on the Read More buttons on this structure to see which parts of the plotline correlate with my story. So for example, the first part of my story is the exposition. We'll click here on the Read More button to read more about what the exposition is. In each hover box, you can read a definition of that specific part of the plotline. I first narrate my story and how it relates to the MET experience. And then I list the courses that I've taken. So for example, I took eTech 512 as my first course, and I've included some assignments and reflections about my learning experiences. Then we can move on to the rising action of my plot. Again, here you can find out what the rising action is in a story. Then I have listed my experience and some artifacts and reflections. So in this diagram here, you can see that I took eTech 500 and 510 first, then eTech 511 and 532, and finally eTech 565A. You can click on each of these buttons to go to the course page. If you click on the course name, you will be redirected to UBC's course website with a description of that course. And I have given a summary of the course and how it shaped my learning experience. Finally, I've included the artifact. In this case, it's a research proposal. Feel free to peruse the embedded documents and then read about my experiences in the reflection section. You can use the buttons at the bottom again to navigate to the next course page. Again, scroll and learn about my experience. And finally, I've included a references and about me section so that you can learn more about me and contact me if you have any questions. Thank you for visiting my ePortfolio. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something about me and my experiences